My name is Aman. I am a staff engineer here at Atakama, focused primarily on our DNS offerings. And my favorite part about working at Atakama, probably the coworkers. I do various work, not just DNS, but as far as DNS is concerned, I help make sure that our various DNS features work correctly. For example, our URL filtering policies and our content filtering policies. Other than that, the second part of my job is to make sure our DNS is reliable and highly available. One, we're not primarily a DNS solution. We are a browser security product. That is our main offering, and we do DNS because, yes, a lot of things nowadays are in the browser, but not everything quite is yet, for better or for worse. We have an agent that sits on the machine, does various tasks, and an extension that runs in your browser. And both these things help monitor to see what your employees are doing, make sure malware doesn't get onto your machines, protect them from phishing, and gives you insights into things like their productivity, and we monitor stuff like make sure they don't have any breached credentials and stuff like that. I am obligated to say DNS. That is the feature I work on the most. In certain ways, one thing we really focus on, especially in this new, brave new world of work from home, remote work, and all this stuff, is people have laptops, they work from home, they work in coffee shops, they travel around a lot. And we do not want to break their internet ever. That is something we don't want to do, and we've tried very hard to make sure that captive portals, bad internet routers, anything getting in the way does not affect their capability to work. That's something we've tested extensively. That's something we pride ourselves on. Yeah, so there was one very interesting presentation done by Peter Thomason. He did some research about measuring the rate of bit flips in the wild, particular to DNS, but this affects basically all internet protocols. How often do bit flips happen on either on the wire or through hardware, repeaters or what have you. And it came out with surprisingly a large number of bit flips. So he measured it by registering a bunch of root server domains with a single bit flip in one of the characters. And I think Rutgers helped host the servers to do these measurements, and found out there was surprisingly large number of requests doing this, and quite an easy thing to do, right? So besides the obvious curiosity of it, like we all know that Google and Amazon have to deal with cosmic rays in their data centers because of the massive scale of it. They have to deal with bit flips in the memory, not just from cosmic rays, a bunch of other reasons. But now we're talking about on the wire, where the real concern is, what if you have a bit flip on a common domain like Google.com, and you get people to use that domain and connect to you and get all of their credentials. And that's a serious risk. It's a serious malware risk. How easy is it to do? How common is it actually in the wild? Not yet. I mean, do people try to do this? It's hard. It's definitely not targeted, so it's not a good attack in that respect. But if you don't care about targets, it's perfectly viable to do. And yeah, it's just weird and scary. But the other thing that's funny is, like, a large portion of these bit flips were coming from car software, where car companies connecting to some system. I don't know if it's like GPS or auto update, on the air updates for their entertainment system or something like that. But these systems are now defunct, meaning like the actual websites are defunct. So it's probably on older cars from like 10 to 15 years ago. And it's like, why would our cars more susceptible? I mean, it is harsher environments, but these are older cars, and we have no ways of actually knowing. There's no way to reproduce the experiment to figure out who's doing what. Yeah, anyway, interesting curiosity, fun things to talk about at DNS.